Who should I... Oh, I see. We're reading poems. So, let's go for Yuri. That was her name, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Well done, Dan. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you. That means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry too much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors, they can go a long way. Don't feel... God, I need to cough, hold on. Oh my god, is the COVID back? Bad timing. Oh, hello Nathan, welcome. Doesn't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and typically hands me her poem. The raccoon! It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. He slices bread for a guilty snack. Maybe she's having a sandwich. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Does that say human? I can't fucking read that. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that's fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, the hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge? The moon, fucking hell Yuri, I can barely read your handwriting. The moon instruments its phase and reflects much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a following to me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Pardon conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself once again. I've ad-libbed a bit there. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. It was literal, Yuri. It was very literal. It was not daring. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary, conveying emotions through them. Yeah. If it takes out at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes, I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them for yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me! Don't you have anything like that, Dan? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best way we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. I need to cough again, listen to my voice. Let me have a bit of rum. Rum will always help the vocal cords, no doubt. Now, we can pick between Natsuki and Monica for the next poem. Now, we're obviously going to get through both, but Nathan, do you have any suggestions? Here we pick. Oh, I can wait. Don't you worry. What's the little one next to your name? Oh, it's because you're subbed. That's cool. No, Nathan is fast approaching his time limit. Oh. Natsuki is a little bitch, so Monica. Fucking hell, Nathan. Rough, alright, Monica it is. Hi again, Dan. How's the writing going? That's alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Oh no, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Yeah, sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are a dynamic duo. Yeah, that's kind of exaggerating it, Monica. Yeah, probably. Don't know what's happened, her voice sounds like a cow. But you do spend a lot of time writing with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Ha ha ha! I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them a sharp time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Nah, don't worry about it. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like this. Hold on. Hey, the gamer's here. I apologise profusely about the lateness, the gamer. It all went tits up. Now, I think I've realised what my problem is. I'll, start cooking at, 7:30 or something. Let's say I've got an 8 o'clock... Let's say I've got an 8 o'clock schedule. I know it is. I know. I'm sorry. And I'll be like, right, 7:30, I'll cook tea. Tea will take about 20 minutes. And then for some reason, I don't take into account actually eating the tea, which takes another 10 minutes. Plus, I had to do washing. I basically, all the chores I can do today, I did in a half-hour period. And it rolled over, so I apologise. Anyway, we have an important poem to read from Monica. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me? What does that mean? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, didn't say that. It's just this kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my own space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a figure of... Jesus, got really tongue-tied then, sorry. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Is she getting meta with us? You never know, you might want to change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, so the game's got meta out of nowhere. We got Natsuki next. Angry, bitchy, Nathan's words, not mine. Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's better either. Huh? What? Well, is it like a train wreck, so I'll take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ha ha ha! Glad to see someone recognises my experience. Well then, keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Something tells me that Suki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Oh, I think so? Yeah. Well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be in the same wavelength, but you'll never really stick me as that type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Wow, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary, don't you think? But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like the letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggly, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Fuck off, Amy. I added that last bit myself. Not bad, right? It's a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues much simpler in analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about everything thinks my... Doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Ah! Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Wow. I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I shouldn't be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviours and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learnt her lesson. Yeah, I'd say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that! I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Whew, acting's hard. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front room. Sit at the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything on just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much from a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Haha, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yes, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're always going to let anyone else come up and recite their poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Oh, she's back! Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't even sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri... Oh, imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori! I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes it standing in front of the room for 2 minutes of reciting the poem, then I know you can't do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Alright, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone Fuck me, sorry. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
Oh, this clothes is going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting it in front of each other. No way! Oh, Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Ha ha ha! Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem! Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than her inflection is pristine. Mwah! She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't quite understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recital. The four of us applaud. Bit of applause there. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next.
Ah! Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem's called.
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Mirage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why she suddenly put so much effort in? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. See you later, little gamer. Have a good time. It's almost like that happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and instructs her, but she enunciates with perfect timing. This may be a rare glimpse into the well and fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first person to start applauding. Well done, Yuri. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, so we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ha! Ah! Sorry, I giggled.
Sayuri!
It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it will come off best that way.
I see. Alright then.
Zoe begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene, a bit sweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayuri's voice almost gives me a new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. Well done.
I did it!
Good job, Sayuri.
Even Dad liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours when that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing.
Sorry, I had to spit then.
It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everybody.
Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Dan. It's not like I can compete with you guys anyway. Might as well let Dan know and everyone else standards a little bit before I have to do it. She is a bit of a bitch, isn't she?
Natsuki!
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today, I guess. I stand up and get in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So, not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you presented. Oof. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little Oh! One minute click that. Oh wait! Oh, that's cool. Left click. Gets rid of the bubble. While she's still a little unenthused about her poem, has a little rhythm, a bit of rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when we've spoken aloud. Words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get complete practice before the festival, okay? Oh, Nathan says to get into the streamer implemented stuff. That's good, because we have 45 minutes before I have to go. You think we'll get around that time? We'll find out. I'll be making a pamphlet, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Ugh, jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Oh, possibly not, but we'll see. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everybody. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's just try to write a poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we will have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I will do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep!
Look at you, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? It's fucking hell, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Dad. You don't have to say it.
Come on, let's just go. So I'm ad-libbing my own parts for the role of Dan.